watchman, you do the preaching. You need a 7-year Sabbath for your land where you meet teaching. Sad Sunday deceiving. We camped out for 7 days in Sukkoth's feasting.
All right, Barak Yahuwah, Barak Yahuwah. Hallelujah, Yahuwah. It looks like we are live. I want to say shalom, shalom. Hope everybody had a great Shabbat. This is your Ach Dre, your brother Dre, your Ach Sha'al, your brother Sha'al coming to you live from the studio, in the studio with Aurym U Tamym.
Light and perfection.
Light and perfection. These are my close friends and Ox from Alabama. We're the Alabama crew here, and I'm in the studio live doing an interview with my Akeem. They have just released their first project together, which is titled by the name of the group. And I just want to welcome you guys to the doggone studio. Shalom, shalom.
Shalom to the
Shalom to the
Barak Yahuwah. All right, we don't got much time, y'all. But first, I just want to say this. We had all kind of technical issues, and everything was set up and ready to go. We had technical issues, but we know it was the enemy. But we're just going to push on through it. Everything is good. I want to just go ahead and jump right into it because we don't have a whole lot of time. But this is just an introduction video for you guys. We're going to be back on a much bigger scale doing some more stuff. But I just we wanted to get this introduction out because we are the project has dropped, and you guys will be soon seeing it in a whole bunch of different platforms where you can go and you can support. All right, so I just want to go ahead and start right now, and I want to say I love you, Akeem. I love y'all deeply. Talk to us about the project, how it came together, how you guys decided to do this together. Just talk a little bit about that.
I'm going to let him take this.
You know,
Introduce yourselves first.
I'm Slave Name, a.k.a. Nabiyah of Aurym U Tamym.
Yeshai, but my rap name is Infamous. The other half of Aurym U Tamym, which means light and perfection. The stones on the breastplate of Yahusha is what it is. It comes from Kapah saying, or Peter, who you call Peter, saying that we are living stones. And those living stones that he was talking about was the stones that used to be on the breastplate of the priest. And so the best way to be living stones, those living stones he was referencing was the Aurym U Tamym, light and perfection, to give clarity to Yahusha, the Mashiach.
Barak Yahuwah.
Right, you.
Okay, so how did you two? I don't want to go all the way back to the beginning right now because we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that when we have more time. When you guys give us a concert, we're gonna do that. But I do want to know up to the point where you decided to do this project. What made you decide to do this project together? How did that come about?
You know, just being in the neighborhood, having friends. Barak Yahuwah for pulling us out. Me myself as well, out of all the wickedness that I was in. And, you know, talking to various people all my life and knowing people, having family that, you know, has been in jail, in prison, and, you know, trying to do better for themselves and having a hard time to do so. You know, I have never been to prison myself, but, you know, when you have close family and people you around that always have a hard time, you see them getting back out in society, and a lot of them wind up doing the same thing that they was doing before they went. And they go back and they get out and they still doing the same, they still hustling or whatever the case may be. Some of them get back on drugs or whatnot due to depression and because they can't provide for themselves. And nobody, you know, thinks about them unless, you know, you conversate with them or you know somebody like that. And just, you know, just the real Yahuwah that has put it inside of us to be compassionate and thinking about, you know, people of all nations and from all walks of society, children that are starving. You know what I mean? We're supposed to feed people. You know, if you're a farmer, you're supposed to leave the ends of your rods, your land.
To remember the poor.
According to what?
According to Torah, for righteousness. So you're not supposed to glean the ends of your harvest. You're supposed to leave that for the poor. So he's big on that, and just seeing, and a lot of times we don't see on TV anymore the people that are starving in many countries or whatnot. So I remember when we was coming up, they always played those commercials, but now you rarely see any people's body starving. We always saw the children with the swollen bellies, the stomachs or whatnot, and the flies and stuff all around their eyes. So the world is really becoming insensitive nowadays to that. So you don't even see, I know this kind of off subject, you don't even see the children on the milk cartons anymore. They used to have those type of alerts in commercials. Now all you get is an Amber Alert. So we don't even really know what's the death and wickedness and that's going on in the world. So, you have to really be on top of it to really see, and a lot of things they don't post. But it's still a lot going on in the world. But just being compassionate about what's going on in the neighborhood, and with you might have a cousin or a brother or whatever the case may be that is really wanting to better himself. Even I know some people that went to school, welding school, and took up different trades, and yet still they can't get a good job. You know what I mean? People make mistakes when they're younger. There's no compassion for a lot of men that have been to prison so they can better themselves. Every man needs to provide for himself so that he can eat.
I wanted to say that it's amazing how everything you're talking just off the hip is in the CD, is in the project. Table of the Compassionate. The Table of the Uncompassionate, which is what we're going to listen to. You were speaking on that, and the interview that you did with the former inmate that's on the CD. You were just speaking about that. So what I'm seeing is then that basically this CD, this album, is basically you guys pouring back based on the lives that you lived and that you've seen, and now you're reaching back out to the brothers and the sisters that are still where you were and trying to show them the light.
Shout out to Roderick for doing that for us as well.
Barak Yahuwah. Ach.
And to put it together, man, I begged Ach to do this album with me, man. And he said he was gonna go and ask Yahuwah,
Hallelujah.
To see what Yahuwah was gonna say. And Barak Yahuwah spoke back, and he did this album with me. And like I just said, like Slave Name just said, the album was, it's something when you come in here and we can holler Barak Yahuwah, Hallelujah, Yahuwah, make songs about Yahuwah, lift up Yahuwah. But what about the people we left? And it's kind of like reaching back into the rain, pulling those people out of the rain. Like, trying to win. The single that we dropping, the video that we dropping very soon, Trying to Win is about the dope game and being the warnings that we got. The strippers that may be living their life as a stripper. It's about those situations that when I was in Christianity, I remember doing a song about that, and a lady told me, you shouldn't even be talking about them situations. We shouldn't even be talking about that. All we need to talk about is lifting up the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Wow. But what about those people? Swine's flesh is warning about eating swine's flesh and those abominable things that we do. We as Watchmen, we had this channel, and that's why we decided to release the album and drop all the music on the channel too, as Watchmen of Yahuwah. As Watchmen, we are to warn the people. That was the whole job of a Watchman. And so this album is designed to warn the people. That's why it ends with Isabel. I should have listened to the Hebrew. Now I can't anymore. It's going to close the whole album out. That you should have listened to the words we saying. That should be the last thing that resonates in your mind. So when you listen to Isabel, it's a warning to people to listen to us. Not to listen to us because it's our words, but to listen to the words of Yahweh. Because that's what this album is. Yahweh is his Torah. It's his Torah compiled to tracks is what it is. And we're trying to use everything we do is based on the Torah. It's not, look at us, look at us. You know what I'm saying? Even forget the fame. When you listen to it, it's based on Torah. You know what I'm saying? It's based on the freedom that you find in Yahusha. I always did what I want to, but now we found Yahusha, we do it through him. You get what I'm saying? That's what he said, don't let the freedom give you room for lasciviousness or lawlessness. The freedom that we have now, we can do what we want to, but we do it unto Yahuwah.
Barak Yahuwah.
Barak Yahuwah.
All right, so, I have known these brothers, I want to say 5 years, maybe 4 years. I think it's been that long. I'm not all that great with the time. Yeah.
About 7 years.
But Yahuwah hooked me up with these brothers right after he brought me out of Christianity. And you guys are the first. All I can say is Barak Yahuwah, because I never got dragged into any of the hate camps. I never got pulled into that direction. When I made the decision that I was going to follow his rule and leave Christianity, because I knew I had to. I knew what he was saying with that. I didn't know what to do, but I knew that I had to leave that. You guys are the first ones that he hooked me up with.
Hallelujah.
I we didn't know that we were this close. About 30, 40 minutes away. Met you on Facebook, and now we kicking it. Real life, Akeem brothers.
And we can't diss
Barack
Facebook,
Yahuwah,
man. We can't diss Facebook for that
Yeah.
reason because it's unifying all these brews. At the Truth Music Conference,
Woo.
at
Shout
Watchman Ty Serve, shout out to Ty
Watchman.
Serve. At the Truth
Israel
Movement
Now.
Conference, man, we
Oh,
met a
Robert.
lot of brothers that we fellowship with on Facebook. We could get that face to face and that interaction, man. It was a beautiful thing, man.
It
So
was. That was awesome.
Facebook is just used right now to unify us to keep moving together, man. To keep connecting. Yahoo G. You know, I met him through
Yeah.
Facebook, and that's our brother.
Shout out,
now. You know
Yahoo.
what I'm saying? And he shared on Akeem
Great.
with us. Shout out to Jimmy J. You know what I'm
Jay.
saying? Aki Jimmy
It's
J.
Yahoo.
Zamir Yahoo.
Zamir Yahoo.
You know, all these Skiski Yahoo, all these brothers, man, we linked up with is because of pretty much Facebook bringing everybody together from the truth.
So then we can't, like you said, we don't knock Facebook.
Mm-mm.
It's all about how you use it.
You use it for
You know what I'm
righteousness.
saying? Because Yahoo,
Right.
I don't even remember how I found y'all. But I remember the first time I came to the assembly. Remember what I told you? I said, okay, I'm coming. I said, but if y'all about some foolishness, didn't I tell you that?
That's right.
I don't be tripping. I don't be just talking on Facebook. When I talk to people, this is how we talk. I told
right.
Ach, I said, I'm gonna come to y'all assembly. I said, but if I walk up in there and y'all talking on some crazy foolishness, I'm gonna get up and I'm walking right out.
That's right.
That's what I told him before I came to see them the first time. And the first time I went in there, first time I walked through the doors and I heard you guys teaching, man, I'm like, man, this right here, Abba, thank you. This is what I was looking for.
Hallelujah.
You know what I'm saying? So Barack
Hallelujah.
Yahuwah, man, I just want to go ahead and we're going to go ahead and jump into the song of the hour. This is my absolute favorite song on this whole project, and that's hard to say because they all crazy tight. But this one right here hits me so hard, I don't even understand how to explain it to you except for to let you hear. So now, without further ado, we're gonna run for you with the permission of Aurym U Tamym, a song from their newly released project, The Table of the Uncompassionate. Barack Yahuwah.
Right, Yahuwah.
I seen a horrific ditch. Ever seen a deadly ditch? And many were being led in by blind men. In plain sight we see more. For I will not join a church club just to get a good job and input Visa debit plastic information for 10% of the wages from labor of my elbow grease to be set on weekly recurring payments.
This song.
Ach Dre, did you visit me when I was in prison?
I'll go ahead and sing it if
Dive
you want
into
to.
the high priest. Salt of my tears, tasting my face. The savior of a ex-con has no place at your table. At the table of the uncompassionate. Mags in my eyes, belly up on swole, parched on starch. Can I drink something cold from your table? At the table of the uncompassionate. Come on. And trunk throwing on, limb hanging tendon, limp. Nerve shot from my shoulder to my knee being pimped. To the store for a bigger tobacco bag of Bugler brand. Roll cigarettes with one hand. Run it, forgive me, big chops for stalling meat. Let us bite down to sample what's befalling me. A woman, you knew that, yeah, true that. But situations differ, justifying why we do that. I came through the door. Baby, hey, where you at? Couldn't find her nowhere, not even sitting in her wheelchair. Ran outside, then into my neighbors. Didn't knock, went in the house and seen her face on the table. Riding the white horse, ate as half a can walk. Been handicapped since I met her, using me for no choke. No, I walked off and didn't even crack. But that mishap, amongst others, turned me to a quack. Like living in the trap, stretching Pymex for billfold. Smoking clone, never harvest out a kill grow. Rolled up in ER, my organs took a fatal spin. Receiving IV was down and feeling enabling. Searching for a place in this sandy black mall. Bad choices in my youth left me handicapped, stalled. Bound to a 20 splitting 6 that I served. Left me dog face gremlin cause I didn't while I curved. Now I'ma serve my dumb feels, tasting my face. The savior of a ex-con has no place at your table. At the table of the uncompassionate. Mags in my eyes, belly up on swole, parched on starch. Can I drink something cold from your table? At the table of the uncompassionate. Come on.
I beg these brothers to pay attention to heavy structures, pinning down those who bound their beasts and wayward mothers. Remember Sally Struthers, those of the valley who suffered, full of flies in their eyes, bodies eating their muscle. Just $1 a day will take their horrors away. That's in the mind of the white man who harvested slaves. They never seen anything like the horrors today. Africa full of AIDS, children, they bodies decayed. Send over rice and beans, refuse them niceties, rob them for priceless things while blaming ISIS it seems. Blood-covered diamonds, remember Sierra Leone. Millions dead in Rwanda, billions with barely a home. The Tri-Valley of bones, Ezekiel saw it clear. Yahweh will bring them life, speak to them, draw them near. I don't wanna be here, while I am on the grind. While rejecting their table, at your feast I'm a dime. Bringing sight to the blind, bringing sight to your mind. Turning mice into lions, wrap them bite to your vine. I was icy at times, then I read 119. King Dawood in his Psalms, apply line up on line. Now my mind is your mind, do for widows and poor. Take good care of the orphans, lead them right to your door. Tell them there's more in store than being down here. Shemayim, bring out the sunshine and rain down here.
All of my tears tasted my face. The savior of an ex-con has no place at your table. At the table of the uncompassionate. Mags in my eyes, belly up on swole, parch on starch. Can I drink something cold from your table? At the table of the uncompassionate. Come on. At the bib on these boys, newborn babies have better manners. High chair, dripping gruel off their wicked planner. Low manner, banner, GMO, banana, not meat. Say even chemical foods can't make it cross seas. One seed will make a whole tree of bereaved. Fruit, green, fork, meats, unto repentance to the original writer. Your bloodline, flag, LaPeace, synagogue, Satan, fight you, don't like you. Back up my mic up, can't stand the NXL. We stand on truth, not men that show and tell lies through their commercials. We speak truth like Yahuwah none. Yahushua let you travel till he come. New Jerusalem.
Native American, indigenous by bloodline. Much crime, much time, no buffalo is dying. 50 million in me reduced to an endangered kind. Now you judge my people who deep in food stamp lines. Y'all ride Caribbean waves. Fool, we got Libyan slaves, and have the nerve to say a word on how people behave. Call a savage but sign 22 and 21. White privileges kill more people than any gun. Anyone can come and see the end has begun. You befriended the sun, but loud in many forms. I go hard in my verses so you'll remember the curses and remember the purpose of why y'all will come reverse it.
Thought of my feels, tasted my face. The savior of an ex-con has no place at your table. At the table of the uncompassionate. Mags in my eyes, belly up on swole, parched on starch. Can I drink something cold from your table? At the table of the uncompassionate. Come on.
Barak Yahuwah. Barak Yahuwah. All right, Barak Yahuwah, Barak Yahuwah. That right there is my all-time, that might be my all-time favorite song. Like, period. Period. That song right there is so powerful. It's like, I don't even understand. I don't even know what to say about it.
Man, I'm gonna just say this, man. Nabi Yahuwah is an excellent writer. He came up with that, you know, the idea. He brought me into the world to bring the world of what they going through in that. So when Nabi Yahu, slave name, talked about it, he brought that story forward from a gentleman that actually went through that story, right? And
yes, a man at work, he was telling us that story. He came home, you know, he had been taking care of a woman that he was, you know, was might have been his wife or whatnot, and she the whole time he thought she was handicapped. She was handicapped. That's what he was under the impression. So he had been taking care of this woman. He telling me the story at work.
Wow.
Yeah. You know what I mean? He said one day he came home and he was looking for her, but she wasn't there. You know, and he was like, man, where's she at? So he wound up going next door, and there she was, snorting cocaine.
riding a white horse.
No wheelchair.
No wheelchair.
Man, this heifer can walk.
Yeah, he was bathing her and everything.
Done.
Wow.
Man.
Right. Done.
And so it shows, you know, when Nabi broke that down, it shows how he lost his mind. You know, from that instance and different other mishaps, it showed how he lost his mind. So when Nabi brought the table of the uncompassionate to me, I said, you know what? I remember growing up watching that Sally Struthers be out there with them homeless kids. And I used to be always like, why ain't nobody fanning the flies off these kids? You know what I'm saying? If they really cared, why do they leave them in this state? You know, and then come to find out she was stealing money. You know, from the people, from what I heard.
Wow.
And it was a big thing on the news, and they were saying that money was coming to her pockets. You know what I'm saying? So that's why when I did it, you know, I said, remember Sally Struthers and those in the valley who suffered. You know what I'm saying? Because see, in our mind, we seen that on TV, but nobody really made the move to help those people.
Right.
You know
That's
what
right.
I'm saying?
That's right.
But Yahuwah cares. And that's what I was talking about in my verse, you know, Yahuwah actually caring. You know, because remember Sierra Leone, those blood diamonds, these rappers still wear those blood diamonds. Nobody cares about really what happened to them. So Nabi made me go to that route, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, on my songs, you know, on the songs I wrote, it's more aggressive, crunk, street type stuff. But when Nabi brought that song to me, man, I said, man, let's talk about what Yahuwah sees in his eyes, what he is seeing. The wickedness of this world not being they're at the table of the uncompassionate, where Yahusha's table is compassion. Matter of fact, when he fed the 5,000 many a times, it says the first thing it says is he was moved by compassion.
That's what it says.
So if he's moved by compassion, we should be feasting at his table and be compassionate towards the people. Right, Yahuwah.
Right, Yahuwah. When Ach says he was moved by compassion, this is Matthew 25 and 35. For I was hungry, and you gave me meat. I was thirsty, and you gave me drink. I was a stranger, and you took me in. Naked, and you clothed me. I was sick, and you visited me. I was in prison, and you came unto me. So we see the compassion about, and a lot of people might think, well, hey, that's appertaining to a brother in the covenant. He has put people on us that's not in the covenant yet. You see what I'm saying? The compassion that he had on us, or all the things that we have done, we have to be compassionate like that too, because we are to walk like him.
Because that might bring them into the covenant. See, that might bring them in. He said, go out to the lost sheep of the house of Yasharal. So doing for those who are not in the covenant may bring them into the covenant.
That's right.
So we always got to be mindful of that.
It's the goodness of Yahuwah that brings us to repentance.
That's right.
Rock Yahuwah.
Hallelujah.
All right, I know that our
Before
time.
we close,
Yeah,
I just want to
please.
know one more thing. It's imperative that if anybody out there that's having a hard time, that you come into the covenant and receive Yahuwah's help, because that's what he wants to do. He wants to still be our Al Shaddai. He still wants to be our provider.
Hallelujah.
That's what he's our father. That's what a father does. He provides for his children. And understanding that this system, this world, is not finna do anything unless it profits off you. It has profited off of us for years. You see what I'm saying? We have had newspaper write-ups and all types of things of men, sheriffs or whatnot, making an abundance of money off of inmates.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And they're not getting, so you're being housed, but somebody is profiting. Even in private, some people might think that's in private prisons and private facilities. Not just private facilities, because they're making a little room that anyone, the who's ever running that facility can get some type of capital gain off you, and it's legal. So it doesn't have to be a private facility. They're not finna do anything appertaining to you unless they making money off you.
That's right.
So we got to understand that we cannot continue to let the system pimp us. We got to be strong and just get in Yahusha and let him be our strength.
That's right.
Akeem, us coming out of all the sickness, the turmoil, the poverty, the disease, the crime, the mental instability and disease, us coming out of that would make a whole lot of people lose a whole lot of money.
Come on.
True.
They profit, like you said, they profit off of our demise.
Right.
So what you're saying is absolutely right. We have no hope. We may have pockets of success, but we have no hope outside of Yahuwah.
Nobody's gonna house us for free.
And that's what, if you look at the album cover, if you ever look at it, that's what the idea, man. Shout out to Keith for doing this, man. Because if you look at this cover, what I wanted to do, we leaning on the rock, and behind us is the temple. We leaning on the rock. On the rock I stand. Right? That's someone jumping up there, man. Shout out to whoever dropped that one over there at the True Music Conference. But we leaning on the rock, if you look at that. And then the temple is behind us. Why? Because leaning on the rock still represents that temple. We are his temples now. And so if people look, when the people look at this album, look at the banner that waves before us. It's Yahuwah. We citizens in his kingdom. We're not citizens of America. We're not citizens of any place in Africa. We're not citizens of Europe. We are foreigners. We are nomads. We are strangers and sojourners because we are passing through this world as citizens of Yahuwah now. And that's what our job is to bring people to Yahuwah Yahushua and bring them to the truth and the covenant. So, you know, if y'all want the album, man, reach out to us. We'll put links in and support to music, support good music that's lifting up, man. We got some things opening doors for some Goyim Laban, some white nationals opening doors for us to talk about this, because our music is designed to reverse the stupidness that's out there. And I said it exactly like that, the mumble rap and calling our women bees and selling dope. And you know, I was looking at French Montana and the situation he going through right now, and the name of his record label is Cocaine City Records. That's killing our people, man. Cocaine City Records. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, it's just real big that we support good music.
You mentioned some artists. Can I shout out some artists?
Go ahead.
I want to shout out some artists from the True Music Conference. If you were there and I did not shout you out, please forgive me. I did my best to try to make a list of everyone that I met or who performed. Kingdom Near, Repent, Sleepy LaFleur, Joshua Isaac, Moshe.
Yeah, Moshe, man,
Moshe,
cool man.
Watchman Sha'al and his lovely
Tassel Gang and Tassel Gang Jr.
Tassel Gang Jr.
Con.
Aurym, Bruce Spitter.
Aurym, yeah.
Who tore up that Christian in that battle.
Man,
Dakar Bar, Tim EMG, Isaiah Kimmy, Yahuda Shalom. We're praying for you, Ach, and your brother, man, Isaiah Kimmy. L&L Tracks, Ach, L&L, man.
Lorvin, man, you a tool
Lorvin,
dude,
boy,
man. Barak Yahuwah for you.
We looking forward to doing work with you. Ach Larry, Yisrael Johnson, Kizik Yahoo, Shada Yawar, Yasharala, Arahala Bentley, Abiyah Israel.
Come on.
Makello Gamil. And those are just a few that we had a chance to listen
in plain sight we see more. For I will not join a church club.
Those are just a few that we had a chance to meet, and we want to shout y'all out. And you know,
yeah,
even
man,
with
we appreciate the fellowship.
We appreciate the fellowship.
Yeah, this is not just about us. This is just opening the doors. Once we get in what situations we in, man, it's for everybody, man. We're not trying to just promote us, man. This is a brotherhood. When we was up there, we felt brotherly love from the Akim and Ahutub. The brothers and sisters that were there, man, that was family there. That was Mishpachah, what we call in family, man. That was family there. Them children, man, that did a lot for my rule. I know it did for Akeem, man. We was there among family. We wasn't in a strange city with strange people. We were there with family, man. So, Barak Yahweh for all y'all, and for Taser putting that together, man. That's the first annual. We're going to try to make it to every single one, Yahuwah willing.
Barak Yahuwah willing. All right, we have to close this out. I do not want to, but we're already a little bit behind. Because I know, Aki, I know you need to run. So, but I just want to say thank you to both of you for coming through. I love you, man. Y'all know I love you. I love you, man. Even outside the music, even before we realized we were doing music, we still had that brotherly bond. That's the most important thing, even before the music. Remember, matter of fact, I remember we were kind of figuring out that everyone, all the brothers in the assembly does music.
That's right.
We didn't even know at first.
That's right.
We were just worried about growing as family and serving Yahuwah. So I want to shout you guys out and tell you that I love you. The project is awesome. I look forward to many more coming. I want to tell you, everybody out there in Facebook land, social media land, it's going to be available on iTunes, Spotify, YouTube Music, all type of platforms will be available. We'll drop the links so you know how to go and support. And Aurym U Tamym.
And I want to say this before we go, man. This man right here has been instrumental in supporting the project. I'm talking about financially, physically, spiritually, mentally. This man never batted an eye when things were needed to get the project done, anything that we even presented.
Quickly.
First thing he say, man, what y'all need? What y'all got? What do y'all need? What do y'all need help? This man, I know he wasn't gonna
Total
brag or
Robert
say
Ach.
nothing, but I want to boast on my art. This man is always, anytime we had anything regarding this project or anything in life, this man has always been there, man. This is a true brother, man, and he helps everybody, not just us. He helps everybody. So, man, pray and support this brother, man. Lift him up in prayer to Yahuwah, man. This man, you know, people who sow in and put in like that, man, need to be prayed for, man. Barak Yahuwah, man.
Barak Yahuwah.
Barak Yahuwah.
All esteem Yahuwah. I appreciate you
Total
guys, man. I love y'all.
Total
man.
Robert Ach.
Y'all my brothers. All right. Thank you to everybody that joined the video. Sorry that we were late because of the technical difficulties, but I appreciate you sticking with us and coming through. Again, Aurym U Tamym, new release. Y'all get ready. The links will be dropped. Go support. These brothers right here are all about Yahuwah. I know them personally. Personally, a personal walk I had with these brothers, and I know their life. And these brothers are sold out to Yahuwah. Not about no games, not about no foolishness, not about no worldliness. They love Yahuwah. Barak Yahuwah. You guys have a
Barak
wonderful,
Barak
wonderful
Yahuwah.
night. Thanks for joining us. Until next time.
Just to get a good job and input Visa debit plastic information for 10% of the wages from labor of my ammo grease to be set on weekly recurring payments. Yahusha asked, did you visit me when I was in prison? Tied to the high priest.
Salt of my tears, tasting my face. The savior of a ex-con has no place at your table. At the table of the